Well-Craft Boats presents Shurhold's Clean and Simple Tips.
Hi, welcome back to another edition of Shurhold's Clean and Simple Tips. Today we're going to talk about one of the questions I get asked the most, which is what are the proper steps and procedures for deoxidizing your hull with Buff Magic and a dual action polisher. So we're going to go through that today. We're here at the site of our Well-Craft 340 Coastal Project boat, and let's take a look at the different supplies we need. We're going to need a handful of microfiber towels, of course our Buff Magic polishing compound, chip brush, you get these a couple for $1 at your local hardware store, our dual action polisher with a wool based pad. Of course we have our Buff Magic pads here, there's 2 in a pack, and then a small stiff brush. We use this for fluffing the pad as we go along, and I'm going to teach you and show you how that works. Now, the Buff Magic is a very unique compound, different than anything you've worked with before, and the procedures for using it are going to help ensure your success for bringing out that beautiful showroom shine that you're looking for. First thing you want to do is put a clean pad onto your dual action polisher. It doesn't have to be a brand new pad. It could be one that you washed and let air dry. We got a video on that. You could check that out. But you want to start with a clean pad. Now I happen to be starting with a brand new pad, and when it's a brand new pad, you're going to start with your brush. We just want to knock off any extra fibers that are sitting in it so they don't get all over our work surface. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I got that. Next we need our can of Buff Magic. Going to open it up here. Now you could put your chip brush right into it, and what I like to do when we work, we're going to work about a 2 square foot area, and then we'll move on from there. So one area at a time, and you just get some on your chip brush, and we're going to just paint some X's nice and thin in the area we're going to work. We don't need to totally cover the area, but we do want to kind of pre-spread it out. You're not going to wait for this to dry. You're going to use it wet. Now with the polisher, we want to start on our speed dial at a slow speed, at like a 2, 2.5 to a 3. And the reason for that is this product starts off more aggressive and gets finer and finer as you work it. If you start too fast, it's going to break down really, really fast. So when you do this, we apply the polisher to the surface of the boat first. Do not turn it on until you do this. This is going to keep product from slinging everywhere. And we turn it on, and we are going to work this in an up and down pattern that overlaps. And you can see I'm not pressing hard, we're just using the weight of the machine, and we are working this up and over and down and over and up and over and down and over into our area, and I keep the machine moving. Now we're going to work the opposite pattern, which is across and down and across and down. This nice overlapping pattern. Now I don't know if you could see it from there, but the product comes to a little bit of a haze, and I'm reversing the pattern again, and we will just do this about 2 times. Now depending on the level of your oxidation, you may need to do 3 passes or possibly 4 passes. But right here, this boat's in really good shape. We're going to start with that. Now notice when I turned off the machine, I left it in contact with the surface of the boat until it stopped moving. That again is going to keep it from slinging product everywhere, going to keep you cleaner and the work area cleaner, and it's a lot safer. Now once you have buffed your area, you want to take one of your microfiber towels, and we are going to wipe off all of the excess Buff Magic material along with the oxidation and stuff that it was cleaning and abrading off. You might need to turn the towel once or twice to get it. This is when you start to inspect what the surface looks like. If you have that showroom shine you're looking for, then the Buff Magic's done its job and it's ready to move on to your next area. If it hasn't and it's still a little dull, it should look better, but it may need a second or a third process where you put the Buff Magic on again, you do it again, you wipe it off, you inspect it. So you want to just keep doing it. Don't bear into it really, really heavy. Just the weight of the machine. If you're on a vertical surface, you could add a little bit of pressure so it doesn't fall off. And you're going to work that pattern up and back like I showed you. And you may need to do it 2 or 3 times. And what that does is it takes a little layer of the gel coat, or on a car, the clear coat off just a teeny bit at a time. It's going to remove the scratches, it's going to remove the staining, it's going to remove the oxidation, and bring you back to a beautiful shine like you see here, right back to where this boat started when it was brand new. Now once you've finished your about 2-foot square area and it looks shiny and just the way you want it, we're going to move on to our next area. Now when I do my next area, what I like to do is overlap my areas by about 6 inches, and that way I don't miss anything. The other thing I do is I take that pad cleaning brush and I take the pad and I fluff it. And I do this right between each area. It brings up the fibers. This is going to make the pad last a lot longer and get us where we could use more of the boat with the pad. Now, a couple of other key pieces of information and pitfalls that you may run into when you're compounding your boat with the Buff Magic and the dual action polisher that I want you to keep aware of and kind of keep in the back of your mind as you're doing it. 1, do not use too much product. It does not take a lot to make it work. In fact, too much product is going to keep it from working. Just those little X's like you saw me do earlier is really all you need. If it needs more, do it on the 2nd coat and the 3rd coat when you go over it, but never more product, okay? Because too much product keeps it from breaking down and doing what it needs to do. Also, never apply the product to the pad. The pad is going to clump up and become unusable very, very fast because it's going to get overloaded with product. Always spread it nice and thin into the area that you're working. And again, just work a 2-foot area at a time. That way the product doesn't dry out on you. Now after the Buff Magic, follow one of our videos on how to apply the Pro Polish to protect and seal the surface. And don't forget some of the other videos that show us that the Buff Magic's great as a metal polish in some of the other areas around the house and the boat. Until next time, keep your boat clean and simple.